All right. So for starters, I'm just going to get everything ready and make sure that everything is working here. I'll try to get rid of them lights. They're kind of bright here. Okay. So, okay, I see that my mom is on. I'm going to wait a little bit longer to see who else is going to join, and then I will continue with what we're going to be talking about. So I have some stuff that I'm going to be doing and sharing today with you guys. And I know that some of the topics that we're going to talk about today, I had you guys pick when I did a post or a little poll on my channel to see what you guys wanted to talk about. So I have everything written down right here. I just have some notes here. And then I have some other stuff that I will share with you guys. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time and see who all is going to come on. And then if you guys have any questions for me, just leave them in the comments because I'm able to see the comments now. I know when I did my first live, I wasn't able to comment very well, I don't think, on that one. And I was able to set up my computer a little bit different today that I'm able to see you guys. And I don't think we're going to have any like delay or anything in the video. Just let me know if you guys are able to see the live, if everything looks good right now. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, just ask me them in the comments. But today I am going to be doing the Easter baskets. I have to do that video yet coming up soon. I will share that with you guys. So I have all my Easter stuff kind of sitting off to the side here. And that's why you see Easter baskets in the back, because I have that there for me to get started with that. And then I'm hoping that after I get done with the live that I'm able to pack them up more and do the video for you guys. I will share that within the next like week or so on what I all got my kids for Easter. Okay, so let me just go over some of the topics that I kind of put out there for you guys to see what you guys wanted me to talk about on this live. And the reason why I'm doing the live is because we got to 5,000 subscribers on my channel. So thank you everybody that has subscribed to my channel. So that is one of the things that I wanted to do when I got to 5,000. It was either going to do a live, and I also was going to do a giveaway. So don't forget to comment on my live. Okay. Okay. I might have to stop every once in a while to comment, but okay. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm getting other comments and stuff. It's just mainly Lauren being goofy. Okay. So I am going to go over some of the topics that I have that I know that you guys are interested in, but I would like for you guys to ask me more questions because that helps me give you more ideas on some of the things that we do around here. Okay, so I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to talk about like our farm animals or our okay. I could send a video. Okay. All right. So, okay. So far, my mom is on. Lauren and the kids are probably going to be watching, and then Heather is on. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer for everybody to kind of connect, and then I will go over some of the stuff. But like I was saying, I have chores, laundry, and cooking is what we're going to be talking about today. So if you have any questions about any topic on that, I will answer that. I am going to be doing our Easter basket. So if you have any questions on Easter stuff, I'll answer that too. Just because I need to get that done so I can do that video. All right. So we have chores, laundry, and cooking. And then I also asked if you guys wanted topics on, I was trying to think, homeschooling also. So if you guys have any questions, I'll answer some of that stuff too for homeschooling or whatever. But mainly keep the questions to chores, laundry, and cooking. So if you guys came for the live to see any of my kids, you won't see my kids today because I had Lauren take the kids out of the house so that I could do this. Otherwise, it was going to be crazy. And sometimes if the kids are on the internet, my computer doesn't work very well. So I think that was part of my problem yesterday when I was practicing. So, okay. So the people that are on right now, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And remember, I am going to be doing like a spring box giveaway. So leave a comment and you will be entered in that giveaway. You don't have to do anything else besides that. How many wash machines have you? Okay, so my husband's asking how many wash machines we have gone through. I don't even know. Too many. We just got a new washer and dryer last year, so hopefully that'll last us a while. But that is part of the thing that we're going to be talking about is how our laundry system works, and then some of the other stuff off of that, like who does laundry, who helps out with laundry, how we keep that going and stuff like that. So if you have any questions on that, but okay, so I'm going to get started with packing up some of these baskets and stuff, but I'm going to give it maybe another like 4 more minutes or so, and then I can talk to you guys about what we're going to be talking about today. I know a lot of people have questions usually when you have a larger family, how to keep up when it comes to, okay. If you guys see me come closer, it's just because I have to comment. So, all right. So when it comes to having a larger family, when we started out having kids, I only had 2. So that was really easy for me to be able to keep up with when it came to laundry. And I usually did everything when it came to my kids' laundry. So for Blaine and Victoria being older or younger at that time, I pretty much just did their laundry and they never had to really help me out or anything when it came to that. So when me and Lauren started having kids, I mainly just had little ones in the house and they weren't really able to help me yet when it came to stuff like that. But when the kids got older and the more kids that I had to figure out a way to keep up with the laundry when it came to that. So a lot of times we had some baskets in our laundry room and I would just wash and put it in that basket. My stuff I would take out and then put mine off to the side. But for the kids, I would just throw them in the basket and then throughout the week or whatever, we would just grab what we needed. And I didn't really have any kind of laundry system at the time because it was just, we had little kids and I wasn't able to keep up as much when it came to the laundry part. So I didn't really have, oh my goodness. Okay. So I guess I could ask that question to anybody else. So Lauren's asking if chores should be a part of, or is it chores? Yeah, chores. If chores should be part of what you do when you have, I think that's pretty much for any size family, that chores should be important. And that's one of the things that I didn't do a lot of when I had Blaine and Victoria because, hold on 1 second. Okay, so sorry, I just had to do something. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Okay, so one of the things that I didn't do with Blaine and Victoria is, sorry, if anybody calls me, my live is going to get taken like off. So with Blaine and Victoria, I didn't really have them do a lot of chores when they were younger because I was able to just do everything and get everything done. And then when I got married, I ended up having them help me. So we had to change our, system on who needed to do what when it came to chores. And then as my daughter got older, she ended up helping with her laundry, and we were able to do it that way. But like I said, when Blaine and Victoria were living in the house and I had the little ones, we had a hard time with keeping up laundry until we were able to figure out how to make it more of a system. So we kind of just lived out of baskets at the time, and we kind of still do when it comes to like our socks and stuff. So for our socks and the little ones, if they don't get sorted right away, then they just stay in a basket, and then we eventually go through that. But I did do a post recently for you guys on what I do when it comes to socks, because socks seem to be the one thing that is kind of an issue around here, especially when I have a lot of kids that wear the same size socks. So I sometimes even will grab my kids' socks and wear some of my boys' socks. So, but yes, I think when it comes to chores and stuff like that, I think it's important that the kids have chores, and otherwise I would be busy all day long doing everything and I wouldn't be able to get anything else done. So, okay, for some of the people that just started, I'm going to be doing some Easter basket stuff here. So if you guys hear me, wrestling around with bags and stuff, that's what I'm going to be doing. I also want to get that video out for you guys. So that is why I'm going to do that now while I'm talking to you guys and I don't have the kids in the house and I'm able to get this done without them seeing what I got them. Okay, so as for laundry, let me get back to the laundry part. So when it came to laundry, yeah, because I have chores, laundry, and cooking. So chores I kind of want to keep separate because I have something I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to chores. But as for the laundry, I'll get started with laundry on what I do to get that done. Okay, so the way our house is set up, there's like the wide open area part of the garage, and then we have an upstairs, and that's where we keep all the kids' baskets. So each child has a basket. Gage and Eli share a room, and their basket is in their bedroom, and they have to keep up with their laundry and their baskets and stuff. So whenever they get to the point, or I go upstairs and I see that things are getting a little like carried away up there, then they need to do their laundry. Eli, I help out a little bit when it comes to laundry. Like I might, throw it in the dryer or whatever. But for the most part, Gage and Eli are the ones that do, their own laundry. And then for the other kids, I have, they have their baskets marked. So upstairs we have a longer hallway, and we're able to keep all their baskets in that hallway. And we have 8 baskets for all the kids. So how that works is I accidentally found a video. I think it was like a year or so ago. Oh, I know. Okay. So I found a video a year or two ago on how this lady had 15 kids, and she was able to put all her kids' laundry in individual baskets, and then that was the only basket that she would wash, and then she wouldn't have to sort the kids' laundry. So that's kind of what we picked up on, and that made everything a little bit easier. So we only have one basket per child. So when that child brings down his basket, when he needs his laundry done, we wash it, we dry it, and then either I fold it or they fold it. And then we have a big cubby system up in their room. So we don't have any dressers anymore besides just what I have. And I have a video on my laundry system. Maybe I can leave it in the comment section after the live, and you guys can go check out what we do for our laundry. But each child has their basket, so they bring it down, like I said. And the only people that share a basket is Nash and Lachlan, because of them being the same age and wearing the same clothes, that really helps. So then I take their laundry and I wash their laundry, fold it, and then they have to put it away. But the basket that they have to empty it before they can put their dirty stuff in that basket. So that's kind of how we've been keeping up with our laundry and stuff. I need them to be able to help out when it comes to that, even if they can't like wash their clothes yet, which they probably could wash their clothes. They might not be able to like put them in the dryer or anything like that. So that's what they do when it comes to the laundry part. And usually if the baskets get pretty full upstairs, I'm able to see that when I go put them to bed at nighttime. And then the next day they have to bring it down and put it in a certain area by on the other side of the table. And then I know which baskets need to be washed. So we kind of do that when it comes to laundry. Another thing with the laundry, a lot of my kids have very sensitive skin, so we don't use anything in our laundry system. So we mainly use like clear detergent and then vinegar every once in a while. I'll put it in my wash. And then here, I want to show you guys this because I have people that live nearby that have a goat's farm and stuff like that, and they do their own powdered laundry soap. So when I get this is sometimes what I use too, and I haven't had any problems with my kids' skin or anything like this. So this was made out of goat's milk soap. So that is what I use on some of my kids' laundry. All right. So if you guys have any more questions on what I do for laundry, just leave them in the comments and I can go back to that question. But I want to move on to chores because chores, I have a whole thing right here. I have everything right here. So I have this chore chart right here that the kids have to look at, or pretty much they have it remembered on what they have to do. So I used to have it where their chore chart was separate and they had to just keep track of that. Well, it ended up being that a lot of times they would lose it and then I wasn't able to, keep up with what they were doing. So I put it all on one page now. So now it's in one area and I can keep up with it better that way. Another thing with the chores, we've been doing the chores for ever since they're little we do chores, but we switch out the chores like once a year and then they get a different chore. So some of the kids that are already working on like Hudson, he does sweeping. I'll go over what each child does in a second, but with each child they'll switch eventually. So each child will know what they need to do, later. Okay. So I'm going to go over what each kid does and like timing and stuff like that. I think it's important for kids. Yeah. So, okay. So my mom just commented too. One of the things with the chores that I've noticed with us being at home and us being able to homeschool, we're able to work with the kids when it comes to what we want to teach them when they leave the house. So my daughter has 3 girls and she is doing the same thing with her little ones and they have chores and stuff too. So now that my daughter is older, she is implementing some of the chores with her girls. That's the only way that we're going to be able to keep up when it comes to taking care of the house. And with us having so many kids, I need extra help when it comes to stuff like that. And then with the animals and stuff, we're not able to always keep up. So me and Lauren always rely on the kids to do most of the work when it comes to, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to reach something quick. Okay, so for the chores, this is what we usually do when it comes to chores. Every day at around 9 o'clock is when we get started with our day. And I can do a video maybe sometime soon on like our morning routine or something like that, because our afternoon routine, we don't really do a lot of stuff when it comes to the afternoon time. It might just be like we need to do an extra load of laundry or I need the kids to take out something or do something for me. Then I try to have them help me when it comes to stuff like that. But it doesn't really matter when or how they help me out. But in the morning is our main time on when I want to get things done. Okay, so I want to go back to laundry 1 second. So When it comes to the laundry, I do my own laundry and then I separate my laundry. I put that away separately. And then Lauren does his own laundry and he has his laundry out in the garage. So he's able to keep up with his laundry out there. So I don't have to do Lauren's laundry. He does everything on his own when it comes to his laundry. I forgot to mention that before. So he doesn't have any of his stuff in here. And with his work and stuff, then that stuff just stays out in his laundry system and not our laundry system. That just works out a lot nicer that way. Okay, so I'm going to go over Gage's chores and then I'll go all the way down to, the ones that do what they do. Okay. And then I'll go over what I do when it comes to helping. Okay, so Gage, I have on the thing like make your bed, pick up your laundry, stuff like that. So making your bed every morning, I don't make that as that important. I know some people find that very important for them to learn how to do that. I don't really push that much because they're upstairs. Their bedroom is upstairs. So I don't really see it. It doesn't really bother me that much. And that is not one of the things that we have a hard time keeping up with anyways. And sometimes the kids just like to go in their room, get it ready for bed anyways, and they make it all cute with all their stuffed animals and stuff. Okay, so then pick up laundry, chickens, burn, and kitchen help. So for his laundry, a lot of times, like I said, they have their basket in their bedroom and they are able to do that whenever they know that they need their laundry clean. And then, so for chickens, I have chickens down. That just means animals. Like every morning I wake up or we get up, get ready. And then I say 9 o'clock. Okay, it's time to do animals. And Gage does all the watering for all the animals. He doesn't usually help with any of the other stuff. It's usually the watering for the animals. So we have goats, we have our chicken, we have our ducks, and then we have different water stations. So we have goats have a station. I think our chickens have 3 stations, and then our duck has a water station. So I'm thinking if my husband's still watching, he's supposed to be making some kind of water system that makes it easier for us to do the watering this year when we get that hooked up. I don't know what he has planned, but that's in the future. And then Gage does all the burning. So anytime that because we live out in the country, so we take all our paper products and stuff and we burn that. So Gage does all of that, or Lauren does that. And then he does kitchen help, and kitchen help could be cooking, could be cleaning off the table. Gage doesn't do any of the sweeping or vacuuming or anything like that because Gage has a job and he works from 12 to 5 Monday through Friday, and he's not able to do all the extra stuff. And that's okay as long as he helps with some of the stuff before he leaves. And then at nighttime, if I need him to, help with anything. Okay, so Eli's pretty much the same. He is in the same bedroom with Gage, so he's able to, see when he needs to do his laundry. He also will feed the chickens. So he does the 2 areas in our coop with food. So he makes sure that they have their grain and everything that they need. And then Eli cleans the upstairs bathroom. I clean the downstairs bathroom and he cleans the upstairs bathroom. And then he does all the recycling. So he does the cans, the glasses, the soda cans, and all of that kind of stuff. Eli does that, and we have recycling stuff out in our garage or outside. And then Lauren brings all that to the dump. And then as for his laundry, like I said, he takes care of that. And then he does the kitchen help also. So with Gage gone now, Eli has to kind of step up and he's doing more like getting kids drinks, or maybe they need stuff helped with their food. I try to have somebody help me around so that I can serve everybody and it gets done fast. So Eli had to step up a little bit and he has to help when it comes to that stuff. Okay, so for Hudson, he has make bed, same thing, pick up laundry. So with his laundry, it's a little different. He has his basket and then he has to bring it down whenever it's full. He doesn't have his in his room. So when I see that there's laundry laying in the hallway upstairs, like at nighttime or whatever, they have to come out of their room or out of their bed and they have to pick up their laundry because I don't want it laying around upstairs. Okay, so for chickens, it's the same thing. So he takes out the scraps. our scrap food that we keep, we usually keep it on the countertop over here. And then he has to take that out every morning. And then another thing that Hudson has to do now is, well, he helps me out with the goats when we put the goats away and stuff at night. So he's my helper. And then he also just got something for his birthday. And I don't have that video out yet. And it will be out. I think that's my next video out on what Hudson got for his birthday. And I think that's tomorrow. I think I'm sharing that video with you guys. And he got 2 rabbits. So for his birthday, he asked for a rabbit and he ended up getting 2. And I will go over that in that video. So he has to take care of the rabbits now. He also has a gerbil that he has to take care of too. So that's what he does when it comes to the animals. He has sweeping. So every day he has to sweep, or if there's a mess throughout the day and I need him to sweep, then he's the one that has to come in and do that. And then he takes care of the bathroom garbage and then also with the kitchen help. So if I need help around the kitchen with the bigger kids, I try to have them help with the little ones as much as possible. But usually I get the little kids. So the little kids sit right here. And I usually get their plates and stuff ready. And then the other kids help with the ketchup or running to get something else that they need. Okay. So then for Miles, pretty much the same thing. Miles does, he gets all, so with Miles, he has to make his bed. Chickens, Miles always makes his bed. His bed is usually always put together. So is Hudson's to the most part. Their beds are always pretty put together at nighttime. And then Miles does the eggs. So he gets the eggs in the morning, eggs at night. And then he's the one that tells me if there's anything that is going wrong down at the, by the coop or whatever. I don't go down by the coop in the morning. They do. And then they let me know if I need to go down and do anything with them. I usually go down at nighttime. And that's when I put the animals away. But I will go over what I do later. So I'll do that after. Okay. And then he has to wipe down like the fridge and the dishwasher. And then he has to help clean off the table. And then he does the kitchen help. Same thing. So Miles does less. As for helping the little ones, it's mainly Hudson and Eli that do the, more when it comes to stuff like that. All right. For Declan, same thing. He pretty much keeps his bed together. So we don't have to worry about him putting his bed, nice or anything. But then he has vacuuming, and he has to vacuum all the rugs in the house and by the bird cage. So the birds are terrible. So they make a mess every time that I put food in their thing. It's all over the place. So Declan is the one in charge of vacuuming. And I recently was just picking on him the other day because we need to get a new vacuum. If you guys know a good vacuum, because we like the one that we have, but it's falling apart. And I asked Declan what kind of vacuum he wanted. So he kind of laughed at me a little bit, but hold on one second. Okay, so he does the vacuuming and then he unloads the dishes. And then as for kitchen help, he can help out if we need help. Like he's at the age too where he can do his own meal. Like if I want him to make something or have everything set out on the table when it comes to lunch, then he's able to put his own meal together unless he needs help from somebody else. So okay. Okay, so if you guys see me look off to the side, I'm just reading your comments. So anybody else that is new that just joined, make sure that you put a comment in because you will be put into the giveaway for the spring box that I'm going to be putting together for you guys. So if you guys want to, how old are each child? Okay, I will go over that in 1 second. I will tell you that in a second if you want to wait 1 second. Okay. So like I said, anybody that's new, make sure you comment because I want to put you guys in the giveaway that I'm going to do. I will probably maybe like give me a week or so to put something together. I have some ideas I want to share with you guys and I will do a giveaway box for you guys. And then I will reach out to you guys in this live on the comments, or I will make a post on who won the giveaway. So I'll do that too. So make sure you guys go to my community tab and are checking that out. Let me know in the comments down below too if you guys are seeing my post in the community tab, and then that'll let you know if you guys won the giveaway. Okay. So, and you guys don't have to like keep commenting either if you don't want to be in the giveaway. You just have to comment once and you guys are already entered then. Okay. So Declan, the vacuuming, unloading dishes, kitchen help. And then Nash and Lachlan are the younger ones. So they do unloading dishes, and then they're kind of random when it comes to doing chores. They want to do a lot of chores, but some of the stuff that we do is too hard for them to do yet. So they're not able to do a lot of the stuff that I need done. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, Jessica. Yeah, so I'll go over that too in a minute because that's kind of almost similar. I think you have a bigger gap actually than what I did when I had more too in between my older ones and my little ones. So I'll talk about that too in a little bit. I'm almost done with the chore thing, and then I can talk about all that stuff too. Okay. So Nash and Lachlan, they have to make their beds, unload dishes, pick up living room, and kitchen help. So kitchen help is anything that I see around the kitchen. It could be their toys or Evelyn's toys or things that need to really be picked up that I'm not going to get at or need it picked up real quick. Then I have them help me. They're very good at doing anything that I ask them to do. We have a 12 and 13. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's pretty similar. Yeah, because my oldest, yeah, I'll tell you that in a minute, but okay. All right. So then for Evelyn, she kind of I don't know if Lauren's still on here or not, but it's so funny because Lauren or Evelyn just does whatever. But the only thing with Evelyn, when she plays, she puts herself on. Lauren, you're not supposed to say. Oh, Lauren's commenting in the section. Okay. Yeah, but you didn't say the other kids too, so I was going to go over that in a minute. Okay. So Evelyn kind of helps on her own when it comes to her stuff. She's really good at picking up her stuff before I even have to ask her. Okay. So that's pretty much the chores. And then for my chores, I make sure the house is running right. I make sure that the kids are in order when it comes to getting ready for homeschooling. I make sure that the laundry is down when I see that their baskets are full. I do the animals outside with the kids. We make sure that all their feed is ready. We let Lauren know what we need when things are running out. So mainly for me in the house, I'm just making sure everything is running the right way and that I make sure that the kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I mainly do all of that. If I need to wipe off the table, I'll do the table. Lauren keeps coming. Okay. So I do the table, I do the dishes when I need to do dishes. Another thing when it comes to the chores. So for the dishes, Mondays, everybody helps with dishes. Tuesday, Miles does dishes. Wednesday, Gage does dishes. Thursday, Eli does dishes. Friday, Hudson does dishes. And then when I need dishes done, either Lauren does dishes or I do dishes. But each child or the older kids have a day that they have to do dishes. And then the little kids unload the dishwasher so it's ready for them kids. So I always have to make sure that the little ones are doing their chore first before that. Okay, so that's it for chores. If you guys have any questions on chores, just leave them in comments. Okay, so Jessica, yes. So I'm going to ask Charlene first. How old are each of my kids? So Lauren posted in the comment how old they are, but I'll go over it with you guys. So my oldest daughter is 29. She's got 3 little girls, and hers are, I'm probably going to totally mess this up, and I should know, 7, 5, and 3. And her 3 are the same ages as my 3. So, and her kids are, some of them are older than my kids. So we got aunts and uncles that are a little different from each other. All right. So that's my oldest. I homeschool my kids. Okay. Yeah. And I'll come back to that too, because I said that if you guys have any other questions, I'll answer some of that too. Okay. So okay, yeah. Well, maybe some of the other people didn't know either. So my oldest daughter is 29, and then my oldest boy is 26. My daughter, Victoria, she lives nearby. My son is out of state right now, and he'll be home in June. And then he will be getting married next year. And then Gage is 16, Eli's 15. Hudson's birthday is on the 30th of March, so he will be a teenager. And then Miles is 10, Declan is 8, and then the twins are 6, and then Evelyn's gonna be 4 on April 3rd. So we'll have some birthday parties coming up pretty soon. Okay, so yeah, that is the ages. And then so Blaine and Victoria were 10 and 7 when I met Lauren. And then we had kids. So it was like 9 years difference when it came to that. So yeah, from 19 to 16 months. Yeah, that's the only thing that I found hard. I don't know if this is the same with you, Jessica, but what made it hard for me is when we had babies, it was okay. But as the babies got bigger or the toddlers got bigger and my kids got bigger, the older ones, we had to separate everything. So like if I brought them to a movie, I had to get a babysitter for the little ones because I didn't want to bring the little ones to the movie maybe that we were watching or whatever. So I feel like we had this 2 different lifestyles with 2 different age groups, and that kind of was hard at the time. Okay, so hopefully I didn't miss anything. And then I know Jill was asking about homeschooling, that she homeschooled her kids. Yeah, so Blaine and Victoria went to school. So Blaine went to 3rd grade and Victoria went to 6th grade. And then I pulled them out when Gage was just born. And then we started homeschooling then. So this year in August, I think it is, will be 17 years that we've been homeschooling. I don't post a lot on homeschooling on here because my channel kind of changed a little bit. But if you guys are interested in more homeschooling videos, I can put more of that out there. And I would love to, because that's pretty much part of our life in the morning time is homeschooling. That's mainly our whole focus. And that was what our channel originally was supposed to be mainly of, is homeschooling and how to homeschool with toddlers and how to homeschool with multiple age difference in kids and how to keep, running your household when you're homeschooling. But I don't share a lot with you guys when it comes to that, just because we're trying to get the morning done and keeping up with that. But if you guys have any questions, I can answer that. And then there was another thing that I was gonna say when it came to so also with my channel, it changed because we started bringing in animals, and we never really had a lot of animals when I was younger. And then we just started out with chickens just because I had somebody that needed us to care for some chickens at one time. And that was, I think, like 5 or 6 years ago. And ever since then, we just keep getting chickens and different kind of animals. So if you guys have any questions about our animals, I will answer them also, and we can go over that. But I'm going to move on to the cooking. So if you guys have any cooking questions and you want me to answer any of that, like air fryer stuff, I'll answer that, or whatever you guys want me to answer. Okay. So what I have for cooking, this is kind of a funny one to me, because when my channel started growing from my air fryer videos, we laughed a little bit because, if anybody knows, I really never enjoyed cooking. And I'm the youngest out of 7. And I kind of at the end wasn't like my mom. We just didn't do a lot of the cooking stuff. So I never picked up on that. I'm more of a crafty. I like doing crafts and more artsy stuff. That's why I kind of took over the kitchen project, trying to get our kitchen done and stuff like that, because I'm more into that kind of stuff than into the cooking. But when I got my air fryer and started doing my air fryer, it just made cooking so much more easier for me. So that is why air frying took off with my channel. Okay, so as for cooking though, Gage did have the chore of cooking at one time before he started working. Sorry for my birds. They always make noise when we get loud here, or when I get loud. So Gage did lunch. That was part of his chore. And now I have Eli help me, because when it comes to getting food on the table for the kids, I usually have him when it comes to that. And then I'm going to go over our menu that we have that just started, and I will tell you how that happened. And then if you guys saw my freezer meals, that just started recently. I'm hoping something like that is going to continue. And then we do a lot of mason jar stuff, and then helping out and stuff I have down here. So for the freezer meal, I just started that in my last video. I wanted to try it out and see if that's something that we would want to do, and just have it ready and pull it out. I could see if we cooked up a bunch of hamburger and meat and just stored that when we needed it, it would be easier. But I have some kids that like everything fresh and just want it made that way, and they don't want to take it out of the freezer and have it quick. They want to be able to make something out of it. So that's why I don't do a lot of things. And then as for feeding the kids, a lot of times my kids don't, I don't know. I know I get questioned on this a lot, but like my kids don't eat a lot. So for me to do all these freezer meals, I think maybe they would get wasted. So it's easier for me to just yeah, that it is. It's crazy because you put everything into their education, and when you finally get done, I know. So Gage has another year, and we'll be doing that with him, and then Evelyn's going to be 4, so we still have a lifetime. We still have a lifetime away when it comes to homeschooling and stuff. So when you did your homeschooling, did you do any like outreach stuff? Did you do any co-ops or anything like that? I'd be interested to know, because I know people that do co-ops. I just don't go outside of what we do in the house. So if you want to answer that too, that'd be great. But yeah, for homeschooling and stuff. What type of air fryer do you have? Okay, so the only air fryer that I've ever used was the Power XL. I think mine's a 7-quart. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to think. So that's my 7-quart one. And then I also tried the Power XL like griddle. I do not like the griddle at all. That I got rid of it right away. And then I had the 10-quart shelving system. I didn't like that one either, because of how the cooking process goes in with the shelving. I did not like it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go over that too in a minute, Lauren. So I just recently got a company reached out to me and wanted me to promote their air fryer. So I did get an air fryer from them. It's Blazing air fryer. We actually have been using that one more than our Power XL, because I think it cooks a little bit nicer, and I think the cook time is faster, and I don't know, it cooks different, and the basket is laid out a little bit different. So I find that the Blazant one works a little bit better for us. It's more square than round, and I'm able to get more into that air fryer than I am with the Power XL. But I do get a lot of questions on. Okay. Yeah. See, I think the 7-quart is a good size for anybody. I get people that are like, well, I don't need it because I don't have a big family. Actually, the air fryer, I don't really know if it was ever meant for like a big family or anything like that. But for me, I'm able to get everything done. So I'm able to get everything done in the air fryer. And if I have to hook up 2 air fryers, we do that. So sometimes I have chicken in one, I have fries in one, or making salmon in one, and then I have the other one used for something else. Oh yeah. Oh, that would be so cool. My kids would so be into that. If we had that around here, they would definitely be in that. Okay, so I'm going to come back to that one, because that's pretty cool. So For my air fryer, hopefully I didn't miss something because I want to go back to the cooking too eventually. But as for my air fryer, I try to get as much as I can in the air fryer at one time, and then I can serve the kids. But the amount of time that it takes me to do all the cooking on the stove is the same amount of time that it takes me to do it in the air fryer. So I just stick with the air fryer. It just works out better for me sometimes. Yeah, I don't do a lot in my Instapot, but Lauren just started doing potatoes and stuff in the air fryer too, or in the Instapot. So he's been experimenting with that. One thing that I like about the Instapot is, with me, like I was saying before, I'm not really into cooking, so I don't ever take out meat or things. And a lot of times he's like, what are we gonna have? And then it's not thought out, and I'm able to use my Instapot and get it done faster that way. But I need to do more with my Instapot. I was going to do videos on that, but I'm not really into it as much as I am with the air fryer. But I know that we do a lot with our Instapot when it comes to like hard-boiled eggs, potatoes. We just did corned beef the other day, and then, roast and stuff like that. So I like it. We put up to like 16 potatoes in there, and I'm able to do that. So we do it for that reason. Otherwise it takes forever in the oven for us to do potatoes and stuff. So yeah, I don't do it as much as I should probably do it. Okay. And when it comes to the cooking part, like I said, with taking things out and me not being prepared, I have a change on what we did with that. So I'm going to go over that too in a little bit. Cause I had a friend help me out with some stuff, and I kind of got to laugh about it because I don't know, but okay. Yeah, I think too. I think even with the Instapot, we have no problems when it comes to making the hard-boiled eggs, and the shell comes right off. I love it. It's awesome. Yeah, we just do, I think, like 2 dozen in there at one time. I know other people that have a Ninja multi-pot, but I don't even know. I would have to look into that too. So yeah, but the Instapot works great too when it comes to that. With the Instapot, you can do the 4-4-4 method. You cook it 4 and then let it go for 4, and then you put it in cold water for 4. So that's how we make our hard-boiled eggs in there. And then for the baked potatoes, we put it in high pressure, 24 minutes, and then I do a quick release, and they turn out perfect that way too. Unless you want them baked or something like that, then they're better in the oven. But I don't know. I think it's fine just the way it is when we use the Instapot. So yeah, it's nice to just have that quick instead of waiting like 45 minutes for baked potatoes. Okay, so I want to talk about one thing, but I want to come back to the homeschool thing because that I like that idea if we had that around here. Okay, so for the freezer meals, we're going to give that a try, see how we like it. And then the mason jars, we do a lot of stuff with mason jars. I'm actually picking up more today from somebody that wants to get rid of theirs. So I am going to go over that real quick. I was just looking on my screen here. Sorry. Okay, so for my mason jars, out in our garage, we do all our storing for our food. We have one little small pantry in here for our snacks. And then I'm going to be going over what's in all my cabinets. I think that one is tomorrow, the next day too. And one of our cabinets, we store some little box stuff, but mainly all our food is stored out in the garage, we have fridge in here, fridge out there, freezer chest, and then an upright freezer out there. So a lot of our food is stored out there. I don't do a lot of meal prepping or anything like that, but I did want to try it out when it came to storing salads in our fridge and prolonging our food or our fruit when it came to mason jars. We also do a little prepping behind the scenes. I kind of mention it every once in a while. We do some prepping with food and seeds and like gravies and different things. I am going to be doing some what's it called? If you hear any ticking, it's my bird being crazy. Maybe hold on one second. I'm going to put a blanket over them. Quick. I'll be right back. Okay, just so you don't have to listen to that in the background. Okay, so for our mason jars, we do a lot of like storing out in the garage, like I said, and then we just put all our food in our pantries. We have 2 pantries out there, and I did videos on them before. Lauren has his pantry, I have my pantry, and we just make sure that we fill the pantries up as we go shopping. So his we store more of like the emergency food in his area, and then our pantry on the side is like our normal canned pantry and stuff. But I will be doing canning this year, so we're going to also have that part of our pantry when it comes to food. So we're going to always try to have some stuff when it comes to that. And then so yeah, freezer meals, mason jars. And then when it comes to helping with cooking, now that my kids are at a good age, I have my kids help more than I did when they were little, just because I have some kids that are really interested in it, and I have some kids that actually cook for themselves. So I have Miles that cooks for himself, unless I'm making a meal. But if there's something that they want to make, they can do that. Hudson does, Eli does, and Gage does. Not the little kids. I have to help them when it comes to that. Okay, so I want to get back to Jill's thing. She was talking about how they have they did some stuff through the public school, because I don't know if a lot of people that don't know about homeschooling know about some of the services that other public schools offer. So some public schools will allow your children to join their school system to do certain classes. So let's say Gage, next year he'll be in 12th grade and he wants to join a certain class or he needs a credit. I'm able to send him to that school for that one credit. And we don't do any of that, but there is places around here that you can use public schools for extra curriculum. And then she also has that 3 of her kids are learning how to do fencing. Now, do they go to the school and do that, or is that through like a rec department or something like that? I'd be interested to know, because my kids would totally do that. The only thing that we have around here is axe throwing, and they don't have I don't know if they have like a kids class or something like that for them to even be able to do that. That would be something that I would have to ask, but I don't know if we have anything like that around here for my kids to do that. But that would be super cool. Oh yeah, I could do that too, Lauren. I never thought of that, to do that. So yeah, as for like the schooling and homeschooling, we don't do any co-ops. We don't do any outside homeschool sources. I mainly do everything in the house just because it works easy for me. Maybe if I had like 1 or 2, I don't know. I just find like if I'm constantly gone, I would never be able to focus on what we need to get done. Now we are part of a homeschool group. So I do go outside with some of the homeschool families, and they have like art classes and different things. So I'll do that kind of stuff outside our home. But that's pretty much it when it comes to like our cooking and chores and stuff. So if you guys have any questions, leave some more. Lauren was just saying that if you did the Instant Pot potatoes and then put them in the air fryer for a little bit, that might crisp them up. So that's a good way. Or you could cut them up quick and make like potato fries, maybe in the air fryer after you cook up the instant potato. That could be another video someday. Okay. So we're almost at 2:00. So I have about 10 more minutes before I end the live. So if you guys have any more that you want to talk about, just leave them in the comments down below. And like I said, oh yeah, one thing I did want to go over. So I got about 10 minutes worth of stuff here. I forgot to tell you this. So I had a friend come over. I have a homeschooler mom that comes over every once in a while. And I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I am a hairstylist. So I do work outside the house on Monday night and then like every other Saturday. And then I have people come to my house and I do their hair and stuff here. So she was here one day. I was doing some stuff with her and we were talking about meal planning and some of the stuff that she's doing. So she was doing a chore chart. She was doing. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, see, I don't know. Maybe my husband could even answer that because he knows someone that they had a private school for some kind of schooling system. But I don't know if that was more of a private, like they had a teacher and they still went to school, but it was more of a homeschool setting just with that one teacher. I think that's mainly what theirs is. And that might be kind of maybe what you're talking about. But yeah, that would be kind of cool too to have that kind of thing. We take advantage of certain buildings or certain churches that we can go to for them to do crafts and stuff. So the lady that I'm going to be talking about, she tries to reach out to different places and she's able to do that. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah, no, actually, I don't always try. I'm not always good with my hair when it comes to things, though. I try, but I feel like there's more like fancier hairstylists out there. I'm just trying to live life, so I try to do the best that I can with what I have right now, too. And actually, this is kind of funny. I don't know if my husband is still listening, but a lot of times my hairstyles have to do with my husband. So we'll see if he'll answer. I won't go into that with anybody on here. It's kind of funny though. Okay. So yeah, so I do hair. I've been doing hair since Gage was born. So 17, almost 17 years. So when I first started homeschooling is when when I met Lauren, I joined cosmetology. Oh, if I could tell you this story, Jill, Lauren's probably laughing right now. Okay, so when I started cosmetology, I started right when I met Lauren, and then I always wanted to go to school, but I couldn't because I was a single mom. And then when I met Lauren, I knew that I could take advantage of me not working so much. So I only worked part-time at that time too. And then I did my full year. And then when I had Gage, I got pregnant with Gage at the end of my schooling. So it was like, I don't know, 11 months or so. And then I got a job nearby my house. And that's where I've stayed ever since. So Gage is going to be 17 in July. So it's pretty much 17 years in August that I've been at the same salon that I'm at. So I usually just keep up with my license. I'm only there for part-time work to make extra money for like birthdays, Christmas, and the things that I don't have Lauren cover. I try to do that. And then whatever I can't keep up with, then Lauren helps when it comes to the income part. So mainly Lauren's the income person in the house. My money that's coming in is mainly for fun things and things that maybe we want to save for and stuff like that. So yeah. I know a lot of people too, like I'm always touching my hair, doing something with my hair, but that's just how it goes. So, but maybe some other time I'll tell you my story about my hair. But okay, so one of the things that I was talking about with that lady is she was talking about how she was changing her chore charts, she was changing her menu plans, and how she was able to keep up with meals and stuff in her house. And I'm probably going to say this so wrong. I think she has like 5 or so kids and she homeschools and stuff too. And I was like, oh, I'd be interested in your meal plan because I'm terrible at that. I try to do like, I know certain nights if I'm working, Lauren will do spaghetti and stuff. So we kind of kept it at that. And then every once in a while, like Gage will say, hey mom, why don't we make this one night? And then I kind of do that kind of thing. I was never really interested in trying to think ahead to what we really needed to make in certain meals. So my channel never was really meant to grow into like a food channel, but with us having so many kids and stuff, there's always food involved. So we are doing more of that kind of stuff. And then when I talked to her, I had her send me over her meal plan. And I was able to look over hers and get an idea of what to do for ours. So I don't know if this is going to help anybody, but I'm going to share it with you guys. And if you guys want to print out on this, I can send you our meal plan and you guys can follow our meal plan or change it. So all I did is she had a different system. So I wasn't able to use her system. I would have had to pay for it and I didn't want to do that. So I use, I think it was Google documents on my computer. Okay. So I took her outline and then just fit it in with how we do things around here. Okay, so I have, and I just laminated them the other day. So I have 4 meal plans. Each one is by week. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and then week 4. If you guys have any meal plans like this, let me know, and let me know if you guys do stuff like this too. Okay, so week 1, when it comes to Monday through Sunday, every single week for breakfast is the exact same thing. So we do breakfast, cereal, eggs, fruit, and waffles. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer and you guys can kind of take a peek. And like I said, I'll share it with you guys if you guys are interested in changing it around. And then, so like on Monday on this one is like chicken wraps and fries. Tuesday would be cheese, sausage, and crackers. I don't put fruit down because we always have fruit either at breakfast or, 1 or 2 of the meals. And I just did the meal prepping with keeping fruit in the fridge, and I was able to just take it out that week. So that made things easier. And then at nighttime, Monday is always spaghetti or lasagna because that's the night that I work. And then Lauren is able to just do that. Actually, if anything, Lauren's a better cook than I am, but he doesn't have time to keep up with it. So, and then Wednesday night, the kids have youth group. So we just make it easy and we just do pizza before they leave for youth group. And then Thursday is always crock pot meal. So a Thursday night, I know that it's always going to be crock pot meal when it comes to each menu plan. And then on Saturdays, I have grill out. So every Saturday for a meal, we're going to grill out, and Gage is mainly going to be in charge. I'm throwing it out there, Gage, but Gage is mainly going to be the one because Gage is really into grilling out. Him and Lauren are the ones that like to do all the grilling. And then I have, I think, 2 kids. So I have Gage and Hudson that have to come up with meal plans. Now, if Eli wants to take over one time, then he can do that too. So Thursday is always crock pot. Monday night is always spaghetti or lasagna. And then Saturday is always grilled out. And then breakfast is always the same. So we tried to keep it really easy. It's lunch that we change mainly everything on when it comes to that. So like I said, if you guys are interested, just leave me a comment in the comments, and even after the live, you can still come back and leave comments and I will answer them also. But yeah, this has helped me out a lot more because I'm able to keep things in mind on what I need to do when it comes to grocery shopping. I don't know if you guys have, we have about 1 more minute. If you guys have any questions on grocery shopping, I know a lot of you guys have been watching my grocery hauls. If you guys have any questions on that, I will answer that too. But that's pretty much it for today's live. I wasn't even able to do my Easter baskets. I did a little bit, but I'll be sharing that with you guys in the next week or so when it comes to getting that stuff ready. So I'll give you guys about another minute if you guys have any questions. And then I also will have a replay for this live so you guys are able to go back and watch it if anybody has missed it. So, all right. Let's see. It's already 2:00. Okay. So like I said, if you guys want to leave any more comments, I will come back and check. And then I will enter you guys in the giveaway and I will leave a post and you guys can check back within, give me 3 or 4 days and I will announce the winner in a couple more days, and I will be putting a post out. I probably won't mention it in a video, but I will just leave a post on my community tab and let you guys know who is the winner for the spring box. All right. So thank you everybody who has came to my live. That was fun. And if you guys want me to do another live and you have other topics that you want me to go over, just leave them in the comments and I will do that. So, all right. So thank you everybody who came and I will see you in the next one.